Now let's talk about post-GLXP. What happens when the Google Lunar X Prize is over? Is that it, or are you guys going to move on to the next step?
Well, as far as X Prize is concerned, we'll probably go to another space prize of some sort. We're constantly looking at what that next prize might be. We set up prizes with the idea that we're just going to kind of kickstart something, and then that industry will take off and kind of, do its own thing. We just wanted to kind of give people an incentive to start this lunar economy, and then we fully expect that even if teams don't win, they're going to spin off and do their own businesses. Maybe they'll contribute to the teams that are going. Maybe they'll just keep going and they'll send their own robots. Maybe there'll be multiple teams that end up going, even if they don't win the prize money. Or maybe they'll just set up a side business that supports the overall goal. We're already starting to see that happen. And in addition, a number of the things that have already happened because of this prize, for instance, Malaysia, our Malaysian team is working with the government of Malaysia to write the space policy for that country, and a number of teams actually that don't really have a space program are using the Google Lunar X Prize as a platform for that, and all the education initiatives that are going on, and all these teams are very passionate about working with colleges and students to really get them interested in robotics and kind of build that next generation of engineers that will help with this. So I think it's going to be a very lasting impact. There'll be the initial impact of just this great achievement that was done, and then there's going to be a very lasting legacy of what this inspired people to do, what businesses it created. I think it'll be really interesting to see.
Well, as far as X Prize is concerned, is there another sponsor out there for the next possible space prize?
Well, we're always talking to people, and it really depends on what a sponsor is interested in doing. We have a number of groups, not just space, and we actually fall under a larger group called exploration. So, that might involve ocean exploration and other things as well. We also have health, people who are interested in doing health prizes, and energy is a big one. And we're always kind of looking at what the next thing is going to be, and it depends on the sponsor's interest. But there's always activity kind of pushing for, if there's this interesting idea, let's say space debris, that's a huge topic. It's been talked about at X Prize. Our prize development team is looking at it. What would we actually do for a prize that would cause breakthroughs in that area? What do we need to do to really make a difference in that arena? Once we have that plan kind of formulated, that's when we go to a sponsor and say, would you be interested in sponsoring something like this? Here are the benefits, and that's when it really happens. So we're not that far along yet with our future space prizes, but they are in the prize development pipeline, so they're working on all the research and the points of the details, I should say, of what's going on with those prizes.
Well, what is the most important thing that people should know about what's going on right now with you guys?
Oh man, there's a few things. If you wanted to know the most important thing today, I would say look at our education program, because we are going to announce our 30 finalist Moonbots teams next week. Moonbots is like a mini Google Lunar X Prize. It's built with Mindstorm's robots, and it's students who are age 7 to 17, I believe. And it's these teams of young kids, and they basically have to do what the Google Lunar X Prize teams do. They put together a video about why going to the moon is important. They write an essay. They put together a technical document of like how their robot's going to look using the Mindstorm's robot. And we just got well over 100 entries of students from 22 different countries who are competing for this prize. And they're going to have a mock lunar landscape with Lego. We're going to be putting up lots of videos of these students and what they're doing, what they're proposing to do. And they're going to build really cool robots. They have solar panels and everything. So just keep an eye on our website for that. We're going to have a lot of content coming up, and a big announcement about our top 30 teams that are going to get these Mindstorms robots in the lunar landscape next week. In the next few months, we're going to be at a lot of conferences, so feel free to come up and ask us any questions that you guys have about anything Google Lunar X Prize. And we will, as far as the teams go, they're going to be announcing their launch contracts soon. Several teams are in work right now, and a couple of teams already have it done, and they just haven't put out the press release yet. So if you guys want to follow us, you can always go to our YouTube channel. It's Google Lunar X Prize, or our Twitter account at GLXP, or Facebook Google Lunar X Prize, and of course our website googlelunarxprize.org. We're kind of everywhere if you just type in Google Lunar X Prize, but you can always follow us online. All of our teams are there, and any information that you want. So feel free to ask us any questions online too.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.